Now, I've been telling you for some time now, the Democrats' new strategy to try to get an edge on Republicans is to try to create TikTok moments, viral video moments that will ricochet all over social media. And that was on full display today when Trump cabinet officials stepped into the ring. In the first round, we have Rosa, the Purple People Eater DeLauro, versus HHS Secretary and muscle man RFK Jr.
You talk about closing the generally recognized as safe or GRAS loophole, which allows food companies to determine the safety of their own ingredients, something that I have advocated for years.
Look at our children. They're the sickest children in the world. Congressman DeLauro, you say that you've worked for 20 years on getting food dye out. Give me credit. I got it out in 100 days.
I'll give you that credit.
All right, so let's work together and do something that we all believe in, which is have healthy kids in our country, for God's sake.
And in the second round, it's Norma, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, Torres, taking on Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy.
The administration undermined that by offering deferred resignations to controllers. And at least 400 of them responsible for maintaining air traffic control systems were fired, resulting in delays to much needed upgrades.
We have not fired, haven't let any one air traffic controller go. You said that we let 400 go. No one in air traffic control has been allowed to take a deferred resignation offer. We have preserved all of our safety critical mission positions, including air traffic controllers.
Yeah. I don't know how they read every question. They can't memorize anything. Isn't that their job? All right. In the final fight of the night, Eric Fang Swalwell gets smoked by DHS Secretary Kristi Noem.
2 weeks ago, your agency deported a 4-year-old American citizen in a stage 4 cancer battle. What are you doing to get him back to the country so he can get his treatment?
Congressman, this mother wished to keep her family together and to take her child with her. So as every single person is given the opportunity to, medical care is given throughout the process.
Okay. Do you believe you have a right to deport a U.S. citizen?
That mother chose to keep her family together, and that is what President Trump is focused on.
That's not the facts of the case.
Yes, it is the facts.
Madam Secretary, moving on.
Confirmed that she wanted to keep her child
right
with her, and our families and parents are given that ability to keep their children with them when they return to their home countries.
Here to weigh in, Florida Congressman and gubernatorial candidate in Florida, Byron Donalds. Congressman, I'm watching these individuals, and I'm thinking, first of all, what a waste of taxpayer dollars that the salary of those congressmen is paid, because they clearly have staff who write everything for them, and they can't think. And one after another, Trump's cabinet officials comes in and is like, no, that's not correct. This is what the truth is. What's the mood up there in Capitol Hill? Is it just desperation? Because it looks like it.
Full desperation. Look, the Democrats really don't have any leadership. They don't know where to take their party. Are they going to moderate? Are they going to become more progressive? Are they going to stay in Democrat status quo? They don't know. And so all they have is the lash out factor, doing these types of hearings, raising the craziest things that don't actually matter, getting caught in the weeds on weird people like Kilmar Garcia. Like, that's now the poster child for what deportations are going to look like in the United States. The Democrats are going to take that side of the argument.
Speaking of that, Congressman Swalwell had a bit of a fit over the photo of Abrego Garcia's hands. Watch.
You agree, though, that this is doctored, is that right?
The same protocols that are
Madam
applied
Secretary,
to every
I want you to have
with
credibility,
law enforcement.
and I want you to be taken seriously.
I am taken quite seriously
Is it
because I
doctored
approach
or
my
not
job
doctored?
with the importance that the president has given me to do
I
my
understand.
job.
Madam Secretary, I have a
These individuals
7-year-old,
have
a
the same
6-year-old, and a
protocols.
3-year-old. I have a bull detector. I'm just asking you, is this doctored or not doctored?
So the picture was translating the symbols on the knuckles. Mm-hmm. So it was saying M, this stands for M, this stands for S. So when he's saying it's doctored, he literally knows he's lying.
Yeah, he does.
But he does it anyway.
Well, let me help my colleague who has no credibility. That picture has what's called a caption. The caption is to explain what the tattoo means, so everybody in our country has the same piece of information. President Trump ran on and won on deporting criminal illegal aliens. That's what he's doing. But when you do that, it completely destroys the narrative of the Democrat Party over the last couple of decades, which calls for completely leaving our borders unsecured and allowing anybody in the country. So they're left trying to defend the indefensible. So if they continue to do this, they're going to lose. But that's okay because they have no policy. They have no strategy. Republicans have the solution for the future of this nation. And commend the cabinet of President Trump. He has chosen great cabinet officials who are pushing back, and they're winning the war.
And I think they're getting better and better.
Yes.
I mean, when you get into a new job, you know, I mean, it's tough in the beginning, but you can see like Duffy and these guys they're really starting to, you know, get in the groove of the job and getting much more comfortable and much more confident. And I saw that on display versus the Democrats, who seem to be getting less confident and less competent as the days go on. Congressman, great to see you as always. All right, you take care.
Take it easy.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.